Hey, what's up, guys? Aquatic Bobs. This is the video we've all been waiting for. So, maybe you've already noticed that this tank is kind of looking a little bit empty. And the reason for that is. Alright, that's right. The reason for that is I got my other tank started up. Uh, got it all set up about almost 2 weeks ago and cycled it within like 3 days, completely cycled because I used a bunch of rock that I had thrown down in this sump and also in the sump from up at my dad's house. Used two different types of beneficial bacteria, Microbacter 7 and then Fritz Turbo Start or whatever. Used a couple bags of bio balls that I had thrown in this sump. It had been in there for several months. And yeah, it's stable, it's healthy, and my LPS corals are loving it. We're gonna go down there and take a look in just a second. But I wanted to just touch on this really quick. It's something that I feel like sometimes we don't really think about so much. But when I pulled a bunch of corals out of this tank to move them down to that tank, oh, little frag fell over. That piece really wasn't doing so hot. But when I pulled all those corals out of this tank and started to move them downstairs, it actually caused the nutrients to raise up even a little more in here, I noticed, the more I kept moving. Also, because I moved some hard stony corals, it also caused the elk to go up a tiny bit. Nothing that I'm really too concerned with because these acros just keep growing and getting more and more massive. But yeah, just it's something to think about. Like if you are moving large volumes of coral in or out of a system, make sure that you think about your nutrient levels and your water parameters. Also, when you're pulling rocks out and moving them into a different system, it causes more water from your auto top off to top off the tank, which causes your salinity level to drop. So as I was pulling rocks out of here, I kept making sure that I was adding, enough salt water to replenish the space of water volume that rock took up. So a couple nice pro tips for you guys. Holy buckets, is that thing looking good. Whew. Yeah, this one too. But, ooh, baby. I'm not even sure what we do with this. This is just such a stunning shot. Oh, I love it. That's a pretty piece too. Love this type of GSP. And there's just something about coral in a reef tank that just so beautiful. I got a couple Anthias, very beautiful fish. But I know you guys are waiting. Let's head down. Let's look at the other system. I've kept you and drug you on long enough. For those of you who have watched faithfully and haven't skipped ahead, I appreciate you guys a lot. I appreciate anyone who's watching this video and has still made it to this point. Hopefully it hasn't been an eyesore in any way. But a lot of these mushrooms are going to be going up on the website. Some of them are already on there. I'm thinking about moving this plate coral down to my other tank. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But yeah, let's head down there. I won't keep you guys any longer, even though a lot of these are very beautiful. But let me know what you think. Should I move the plate coral down there? These other two are looking great, but this one, not the greatest. Not as good as it could. So I'll look forward to hearing from you guys. Let's head downstairs. Okay, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Kind of curious to see what this is gonna look like, actually. Gotta hold the plastic out. The plastic's to make my wife happy, so there's not as much evaporation going into the basement, but also makes me happy because there's not drier lint going into the tank when she bangs it and flops it all over the basement, cleaning it off. I mean, she's pretty awesome though. Wow. This definitely looks a lot more. Whew. That's crisp right there. This is bright. I wondered how this would shoot. Here's kind of the rockscape. I really wondered how this would shoot with these different lights, because these lights are the. I'm gonna get into the equipment on this tank. I might probably do a separate video or two. But these are XR30 Ecotech Radeon Gen 5 Blues. I got the Gen 5s. They're on sale. They're like $700 now, but look at this. First time I've ever set up a tank and been able to leave a space behind all the rocks for the fish to hang out and swim. Hopefully I'll be able to keep it. Look at these cool little mushrooms. On my regular camera screen, everything just looks blue. The screen is not the best screen, but colors are really looking stunning, especially with the super white sand still. But yeah, I've had most of these corals in. I moved several more pieces in last night, but I've had most of this coral in here for about a week, maybe even a touch longer. But yeah, this is kind of like, ooh la la. Let's see. Cute little bounce, huh? Yeah, it's bouncy because I got it zoomed all the way in. Look at this mushroom here. This might be one of my favorites. Super beautiful. Just a wild piece. This guy doesn't capture on camera very well. There it is. The jelly bean chalice. Wish I could get a little better shot of it. Look at the gonnies. Swoosh, 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 swoosh. This is a banana grail. Definitely lost some of its color after shipping. And then I threw it straight into this tank, so this is the only water it's known since it's been under my control, my reign of custody. Kind of cool acantho. Little bower banky section here. Had to move these down here. You can see the super sad, the bleeding apple bower banky. Got kind of bleached out from the tank upstairs. I know I never was able to really get the best shots of some of my hammers, but everything is just looking super healthy. This coral was darkened from my tank upstairs. These LPS corals, a lot of them just did not do that well. Just too much light for these corals is not, it's not what they like. But, boy, do they look cool now. And I feel like they're perking back. Percolating a little bit. There we go. You can kind of see a big chunk of GSP back here. Look at this mushroom. I know it looks like 2 or 3, but it's really just the one. It's kind of hard to tell there, but... And then there it is. I just got a Holy Grail. Threw it in here. I think it's a dirty grail. I was told Holy Grail that it just needs to be baked. But it's definitely looking a little dirty, at least for now. We'll see what happens, right? I'm never one to quickly dismiss a coral color now, because I've been able to pull some just insane colors out of some corals. Like this chalice, for example. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to capture it. The lights are dimming down now a little bit, but that's kind of what we got for this tank. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of just some of how the corals look in this new system after being in here about a week. Some of them a week and a half. I put them in like 2-3 days after I set this tank up and got it going. I'm going to do another video next on the equipment. We're going to go under the tank, look at the sump. But this is the 76-gallon shallow Fiji Cube system, and man, I've got some different thoughts about this system that might surprise you guys. Not going to spoil too much, but to be honest, I'm not very happy about this. But we'll get into a little bit more detail in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate y'all, love you guys, and if you've made it this far, you know, I don't ask barely ever. It's very rare that I ask for your support with subscribing and giving a thumbs up, but that would mean a lot to me. I know everybody says that, and there's some truth to that. It is special when I go online and I check YouTube Studio and I see that more people have subscribed to my channel. That's pretty cool to me. It means that there's people out there that support, appreciate, and care about what I'm doing here and what's happening, and that means a lot to me. I just want you guys to know that means a lot to me. I know it's gotten too big to know each person individually, but I appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of this. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, genuinely, sincerely. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. This is the Aquatic Bobs out.